You know, we really knew this was going to be a tough game. LSU played a great game. They had a great game plan. They did a really good job of executing. I think their quarterback played really well. You know, there was a stretch in the second half there where they converted 7 straight third down and 5 or mores. We couldn't get off the field on third down. So, but our players, you know, competed in the game. We told our players, and it's kind of ironic that they would have to overcome a lot of adversity to win a game here. And when things went bad and the momentum of the game changed, that's what we kept talking to them about. And they kept their poise, and we kept playing, and we kept competing. And I've never been prouder of a bunch of guys to, you know, overcome adversity. That was obviously a great drive in 2 minutes. We haven't had to use 2 minutes a whole lot, but we actually scored 2 touchdowns in 2 minutes. You know, one before the half and one at the end of the game. So, you know, both teams really played hard and competed. You know, I kind of told our guys at the end of the game that I've never been prouder of a group of guys for the way they competed in the game. I don't think we played our best game. I think they played an outstanding game. You know, they can take this one way or the other. You know, they can either get better. This win is either going to affect them in a positive way or a negative way in terms of what they do in the future. You know, they can focus on the things they didn't do and take the next challenge and continue to improve and be ready to play next week and prepare and practice next week. Or, you know, they can say we're satisfied with ourselves for what we did. But really, really pleased and proud of that last drive was something I'll never forget. Offense really did a really good job of executing, and you know, there's a lot of tough football played out there. This is a very physical game, and I'm going to tell you that our guys are probably going to be about as sore as they've ever been after any game. So, no, that's good.
You hadn't trailed in the second half in 2 years. What did you see in your guys that led you to believe that was going to happen when it happened?
I didn't get the first part of your question.
You guys hadn't trailed in the second half in 2 years.
Well, but, you know, we really – our guys don't really look at the scoreboard. I think, you know, we're constantly coaching our guys not to look at the scoreboard. I was really concerned, not in the locker room at halftime. The energy was good. And, you know, I told our guys that, you know, we're going to have to keep fighting in this game. We're going to have to keep punching until we knock them out. And it's important that we go out there and start the second half and reestablish the tempo that we had in the first half or that we ended the first half. And we didn't do that. I mean, we went 3 and out, 2 in a row. We had trouble stopping them defensively. So, but our guys really don't look at the scoreboard. I mean, I'm sure they know that we needed to score, you know, at the end of the game to either tie it or have a chance to win. But, you know, we're always trying to get them to focus on playing their best, executing their best, doing the best they can together as a team. And I'm going to tell you what, really proud of these guys. You know, we actually showed the players this week the SEAL team going in and getting bin Laden and talking about the preparation and the adaptability they had to have when things went sideways, when the helicopter didn't land like it was supposed to and landed on the fence instead of on the porch, and they had to re-scrap the whole mission. But they had been trained to be adaptable, and they were told what to do if something like that happened. So they were still successful. And I think there was a lot of that out there today for us.
Why did that screen work so well for the touchdown? What did you see on that yelled in the screen? Why did that work?
They blitzed. When we called it, everybody was saying on the headset, I hope they pressure. Because somebody's either got to peel the guy or somebody's got to take him from inside out. And if you block him, everybody else is playing man-to-man. So they blitzed.
Nick, you talked about AJ's play on that last drive. He had a lot of success in the second half.
Well, I think AJ is a confident guy, and we missed some throws in the second half. He missed a couple on some third down situations, and I think those third down conversions that they made that we didn't were the difference in the game because in the second half because we couldn't keep the ball. And when we did put a drive together, we went down and fumbled it, 2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line. So we overcame a lot of adversity. But, AJ's a poised guy, and he's an accurate passer, and he understands, what they played. And, we actually always on Friday night, I always sit with the quarterbacks and we watch the other team's 2-minute. I've never had to use it. And I think what we saw and what we talked about that they would play is exactly what they played. And I think that always makes it a little better when you anticipate what's going to happen in a situation. You can respond a little better, and he did a great job. And, hey, Kevin made a couple great catches too.
Couple more. All right. Thanks, Coach.
Well, thank you, guys.